So it is April 9th today. I haven't done this in like a week because we were on spring break last week. But I just want to say good morning. I'm here at the school. Like I said before, I'm technically done with my observation hours, but I am still coming in because I have responsibilities that I don't want to pass off to somebody else. So I'm here. But it's been a morning to get here. I worked over 50 hours last week, and by last week I mean that ended last night, because our work weeks go from Monday to Sunday, and so I haven't stopped working for 7 days. I got, during spring break, about half of my observation paper done, and this morning I found out that my oldest son left something at school that could get him into a lot of trouble, and so I'm dealing with that. It has been a morning, but I'm here at the school. I'm gonna go in, I'm going to enjoy the students. I have missed them, and I will catch up with you guys later. Hopefully this week isn't going to be a super long vlog, because like I said, I'm not brain dumping everything. So I want it to kind of stay pretty short now. So I will speak to you guys later. Bye. Hey, so it's after school. So when I pull out, I would sit and just chat with you instead of driving and chatting, but I need to get home. So. I'm like super cautious now. Alright, so it was a really good day today. So I went in, I made a few copies for the teacher. I also talked to the teacher that I'm going to be doing my student teaching with next year, because I'm trying to nail down a topic or a curriculum type thing on what my teacher work sample is going to be, because I want to do the 2-week less unit in her classroom. So we're trying to nail that down, and it might be on persuasive essays. So I'm going to start looking into the Common Core standards, kind of come up with a few, see what standards I can use, what I can teach, and turn it into a full 2-week lesson plans. So I'm pretty excited to get started on that as soon as I get this one class out of the way, which I did start working on part 3 of my observation class, but that's kind of all besides the point of me being in the school today. So, but that all happened kind of before school, so I made the copies, I talked to the teacher, and then at the beginning part of the day, they went over some of their reading street stuff. So there's only like 4 more weeks left of reading street, and then they don't have that curriculum anymore because it's done for the year. And this year they're talking about the last like 5 stories, like the last unit is about freedom and the different things that freedom means. So it's kind of what it was about. And then it was reading group. It was a really good reading group today. I've taken to just sitting in a circle on the floor, and even though they're not all paying attention 100% of the time, they're not chatty, they're not being disruptive, because they only have the book and that's it. They have the folders at the beginning, which that gets a little bit disruptive because they're coloring and stuff like that with their pencil instead of doing what they're supposed to do. But that's only for like the first 5 minutes, and then we get into the book, and we can almost finish a chapter a day at this point because they're focused. I still have the one student that sits off by himself and reads a different book, and I've talked to the teacher about it, and I'm like, you know, I'm at the point with this that I ask him to join us, and I'm not going to keep asking him because it's disruptive and it's to the learning environment of the rest of the group. And so I'll ask him. If he doesn't, then I will focus on the rest of the group and help them. And that's where I'm at with that. Then it was recess time. I stayed in with one student who was taking quizzes for the Reading Counts program. And while she was doing that, I was working on my homework for the class, for the observation class. I like everything to be turned in using Microsoft Word. I just find it easier. So I had to like transfer some stuff over to Microsoft Word. And then type up something for this part 3, and then I had to do part 4, and then I had to figure out all my handwritten documents, how to get them up onto my computer so I can submit everything. So that's what I did then. And then after recess, they were sorted into houses because we are starting a Harry Potter theme for the rest of the year. Some of the students weren't very happy with their houses and stuff, but they'll go over what all the houses, the good qualities of each of them are, and they'll have to kind of learn to deal with it, because sometimes you're not happy with what you get in life, and it's just the way it is. Like, it's not Hogwarts where it really is based on like character and stuff. It's based on, you know, they had to have 4 groups and they had to evenly distribute the class in those groups. It's the way it is. And then they rearranged their desks so that they were sitting with their houses. And then I left. I did pull one student out in the hallway during that because he was really upset by his house. Come to find out, it wasn't necessarily the house that he was upset about. It was the fact that he's not with his friend. His friend's not in his house, and there are some people in his group that he doesn't like very much. Well, that's life. You deal with that kind of a thing. So overall, it was a really good day. I think the teachers were more flustered coming back than the students were. Like, the teachers seemed to kind of be all over the place and not knowing exactly what they were doing, which is understandable. It was the first day back from spring break. But I'm gonna let you guys go. My battery is actually about to die, and I'm in a good place to stop because I'm actually stopped my car. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you later. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, April 10th. Yeah, April 10th. We're almost halfway through April already, which is crazy because April started last week. I just wanted to say good morning before I go into the school. Last night was really hard at work. Like, it was really hard. I had a few really just awful customers. Like, that's the best way to put it, that they were just awful customers. And then our back-end system went down, and so there were people whose things weren't working, and there was nothing I could do to fix it. I'm like, you're gonna have to either need to wait or call back, kind of a thing. It was awful. And this morning I started researching more 4th grade standards, because I think what I'm gonna do is my teacher work sample in a writing lesson on like persuasive or opinion essays. And so I'm gonna try to come up with 2 weeks worth of plans for that over the summer, and then teach it next school year and gather all that information and everything. The principal just walked right by me. So there's that. And then I was driving to school today, and I found it interesting, I guess you could say interesting, that I really want to teach between 3rd and 5th grade. Because I was kind of reflecting back on 3rd and 5th grade, 3rd to 5th grade for me, and they were the worst years of my life. I had 2 pretty good teachers and 1 just awful teacher. And I find that usually the grade level that you want to teach is a grade level that you had like this amazing teacher and they showed you that you wanted to be a teacher because of all of the amazing things that they did and stuff like that. I didn't have that. I don't recall having one like absolutely amazing teacher growing up. I had a really amazing choir director my senior year, and that was it. That was the only like amazing teacher. Like I had good teachers, I had really good teachers, but not ones that stand out, that they were like outstanding. And between 3rd and 5th grade, I had a good teacher in 3rd grade, a good teacher in 4th grade, and a horrible teacher in 5th grade. That's actually where the bullying started, was in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. 3rd grade was okay. But that was the year that my best friend passed away, and so I don't have a lot of really good memories from that grade. 4th grade, bullying started. 5th grade, it continued, and I didn't have teachers that stopped it. I had teachers that let it continue. And I was thinking maybe that's why I want to teach this grade level. Not just because, you know, it's a good grade level for Harry Potter and Narnia and stuff like that, but it's a grade level that I know that really impacts a child for the rest of their life, because I am still impacted to this day from what happened during those grade levels. And so if I could be a part of that and I can make it great and I can do what I can to make sure that they have a positive outcome, then I want to do that. I mean, I could do that in the other grade levels too, but I think that because those grade levels were the worst for me and really affected the rest of my life, I really want to not have another child go through that negativeness with school. So just kind of my thoughts for the morning, just a little insight on me and my personal life and what drives me to be a teacher and why I want to be a teacher. But I'm gonna go in. I have bus duty this morning, and then we'll see what the day holds. It's really nice not having this be like observation hours anymore, and me just going in and having fun with the kids, helping out where I can, and not worrying about having to do interactive things, which I'm more than willing to be interactive with the children. But if she needs me to make photocopies or grade papers or just anything around the classroom, I feel more, not that I didn't before feel comfortable doing that, but I don't feel like it's taking away from my observation hours, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna have a great day, and then I have a busy day after this. My son has speech therapy today, so I have to get him to school early so that he can have speech therapy, and then I'm going to try to register my youngest for preschool, and I'm hoping that he gets into preschool for next year, because that would be awesome. We won't find out till later, and more than likely they'll reject him and then let him in later, hopefully. So that's what I'm hoping happens, so that he can get to go to school next year, because that would be amazing that he would get to go to preschool. But I'm not going to pay for preschool. I know that sounds horrible, but I'm not. Our district provides a free preschool for students if they get accepted, and so if he does, that's great. If not, we'll make it work, and I will work harder with him on his colors, shapes, and letters, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully he gets in, because I have been working with him, but he just isn't getting it with me. And all of my kids were like that. Like, they just needed somebody else, and some kids are like that, and so it's not that I'm not capable of teaching him, but all of my kids, I can't speech. I can't say it. I really can't. I can't get it up. But they like put boxes, and they're like what each role is, and my role is mom. That is my role, not their teacher, not anything like that. I am their mom. And so if I try to break out into teaching them or anything like that, they get really flustered and frustrated, because that's not my role with them. So it is what it is. I love to read to them and stuff like that, and I do what I can, but they do not like me actually sitting down and like teaching them things. So I have to kind of sneak it in, like stealth mode to sneak in like teaching them things. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go inside, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey everyone. Another one of the students said that they found the YouTube channel. So hey, again. We're gonna do another one of these drive and talk, even though I'd much rather just sit and talk and not spend so much time talking. Because when I drive and talk, I feel like I have all this time in the world to just chat with you guys, and I could take the entire time on my way home, but then it makes for really, really long videos, and I don't like that. So we're gonna try to make it kind of short. It was a good day. So I had bus duty again, and the teacher that I'm going to be with next year for student teaching, she was out on bus duty again, so I was able to speak with her again. We're gonna meet a few more times before the end of the school year, just so that we can kind of get down how we want to approach my student teaching. I really love the fact, like, I'm gonna love working with her, I can already tell. She asks me what, like, I want to get out of it, and I told her, is like, I would love to, you know, first take on, you know, a subject or two, and then take over the whole day. I'm like, I want to just be as involved and as active as I possibly can. Like, let me teach, let me figure this out, just be there to support me and help me, kind of a thing. And so we're gonna talk more and stuff like that before the end of the school year, so that when I come in November next school year, we're both know, like, kind of where we're picking up. I can kind of go in with my feet on the ground running, kind of a thing, like already just, you know, going with things. So and I probably will even get her phone number or email and keep in contact with her during the first 8 weeks, just so I know kind of where I'm coming into, like, curriculum wise. So like I said, I can kind of hit the ground running in that classroom. Like, I might take a day to just kind of watch things and help out, but after that I want to go, just go. So that's my plan. It was just really nice speaking with her. Like, we're gonna have such a great student and cooperative teacher relationship. I can, like, already tell, like, it's gonna be amazing. She's going to help me, and she's gonna help build me up, and I know she'll give me the critique that I need to improve, and it's gonna be amazing. So that was before school. During school, we did a cold reading with the whole class did it, and so I helped 3 students with theirs to get their scores, and then they went into the reading street story, like one of their short stories in there, and then it was reading group. Reading group was good. We got through a lot of the book, and honestly, it's not the amount of the book that I, like, count on whether or not it's a good day or not. It's whether or not they are appropriate during the group. And so we've had a couple hiccups. There were a few times that I had to be like, you know, I'm waiting. But it's also the week after spring break. Yesterday they started their whole Harry Potter theme in the classroom, and so a lot of them wore their Harry Potter shirts today, and they're kind of distracted and chatty about that. Some kids are like, you know, Slytherin's the bad house, and so I kept trying to, which I know that every house has qualities, but it's really hard to counter them when they're reading the first book and all they really do for the first few books is see a lot of negative qualities in Slytherin and how they just talk negatively about Slytherin. It's not until the final few books where you really see that Slytherin has good qualities, and that each of them, like, even the founder of Slytherin was not really that great of a person. I mean, he put a basilisk in the Chamber of Secrets so that he could kill all the mudbloods. So, but we'll make it through. And then recess, I stayed in with a few students so that they can finish up some math assignments that they were missing, because they're taking a math test today, which also means probably next week I'm going to be staying in doing reteaching with a small group. I'm going to call in my math club. And then afterwards we're doing like a writing workshop where all the students are working on finishing up some writing assignments that they have, and then the teacher and I were pulling the students individually and doing some like one-on-one coaching with them to see what they can improve on, and just talk with them through see where they're going with their essays. And that's kind of where I left off. It's time to go. the rest of my day today. So I'm going home. I have to take my son to speech therapy today, and then I have to take, I think I mentioned this before school, take my youngest to a school to get him tested for preschool and hopefully get him registered. I'm really hoping that he gets in, because I just really hope he gets in. He's really excited. He's like, I'm gonna meet my teacher, and I keep trying to explain to him, like, no, you're not meeting your actual teacher today. I don't even know if you're gonna be in the preschool. We're going to try our best to get you into it though. So, all of that. And then, which I don't know if there's a paper I was supposed to fill out. I'll probably have to fill it out there, because I have not found anything. So we're gonna try to get him registered. And then I have work today. The upside to all of this is I have some stuff coming in the mail today. I'm super excited because I have like my Magic School Bus books coming. I have my J.K. Rowling book coming. I have my teacher bag coming. I have an umbrella coming. Just a bunch of fun things. Like, I'm just so excited to get my stuff. So I'm almost home, so I might as well just keep talking to you guys until I get there. It doesn't take me too long to get to and from the school, which is nice to know that, like, literally it'll take me less than 10 minutes to get to school. So, especially if I get a job at the school. I so want a job at the school that I'm in right now. Like, I absolutely love it. Love it. So, and I really feel like I can thrive there and really, I just love it. So I'm home. I'm gonna go get some stuff done. I have to gather up some information for the preschool registration, and then we're gonna go do that and go from there. I would do an unboxing with you guys, but I do a monthly haul at the end of the month. Let that focus on me again. So at the end of the month, I will show you guys everything that I got in the month of April, is how I'm doing it. Just because there's a lot of stuff. So, and I'm working my butt off these next couple of weeks so I can order like a whole lot of stuff. Maybe even get the supplies to build a bookcase for the books. So I'm gonna let you go. Oh, or not. My son sees the camera. Mommy. What? Do you want to say hi really quick? Okay. Are we gonna try to get you registered for preschool today?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. Your pants are on inside out.
Okay.
We need to fix it.
Okay.
No, we need to fix it. Okay. We're gonna say goodbye. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hello. We are on our way to the mailbox. Maybe we can find out what my garden spot is. But I just wanted to tell you guys really quick, while we're on the way to the mailbox, that first I got my teacher bag, and I'm super, super excited about it. We're on the way to pick up the books from the actual mailbox, and I also got placed for my second placement for student teaching. I'm going to be in a middle school in a special ed 7th and 8th grade classroom. Like, I believe it's going to be like a resource room, but I'm really, really excited about it. And I just wanted to like let you guys know while I was going to get my books from the mailbox. Do you want to say something, Shane?
No.
No? So, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Today is April 11th, right? I did just check, but I could be wrong still. Yeah, April 11th. And it's a great day. So I did do a little clip yesterday on my way to the mailbox because I was picking up some books, and ignore like the redness of my nose right now. Like, just ignore all that. That I was placed for my other position for student teaching. I'm so excited. I'm also really excited that I finally got my teacher bag too. So I know I'm ahead, like whatever, but it is beautiful. Let me really just quickly show you the outside of this bag. Look at this bag, you guys. Isn't this bag gorgeous? It is huge on the inside, and it can carry a laptop safely. And I'm really excited about it. So, But I'm gonna go inside. I'm going to see what I can do to help out in the morning. I'm also gonna see if I can talk to my 4th grade cooperative teacher this morning, because we didn't think that I was gonna be going in to do student teaching here at the school until like mid-November. And come to find out, I'm going to be done with my other placement in mid-October. So that's like a whole month like sooner than what we thought it was going to be. So I'm going to speak with them, and like it just, I don't know, knowing that I'm going to be doing student teaching at the middle school level from August 22nd to October 12th, like that doesn't seem like very long. Like it just does not seem long at all. But that also means that I'm most likely going to be done either before Christmas break or right at Christmas break. I don't know. And honestly, I might keep going until Christmas break here, depending on when I'm done, just because it will be a good like break, like from being done with student teaching. I'm really excited. And that's also dependent upon, you know, if I'm doing substitute teaching, because then I might just, you know, leave when I'm done so that I can start doing substitute teaching in the district, so that I can network and get ready to apply for jobs and stuff, even though I'm really hoping to get in as a general education teacher here at the school that I'm doing my observations at and I'm doing my student teaching at. So I'm hoping a grade level 3rd, 4th, or 5th opens up next year, so that I can take it for the year after. So that's my hopes and dreams. We'll see if it actually happens. But I will let you guys go. I'm gonna go have fun with the kids, and it's a great day. It's an absolutely great day. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, we're gonna do another drive and talk, because it is actually like 15 minutes past 11. I'm just now getting out, because I was talking to the teacher record for next year, my cooperative teacher. We were just kind of going, like, I am one of those people, you guys, really enjoy knowing what's coming. If I could do this with my middle school cooperative teacher right now, I would be bombarding her too. But I just like knowing what's coming and seeing what I can be prepared for, stuff like that. And so, yeah, that's the kind of person I am. And I love the fact that this teacher that I'm going to be with next year, she sees that as ambition and wanting to take the initiative, and she allows me to do so. So I'm really thankful for that. This is going to be an awesome, I am so excited, you guys. So I got some of the lesson books. Well, one of them I'm going to look over so I can start planning my 2-week unit. I really also need to finish my class for observation hours, which is submitting everything. And then I can kind of just get into learning the curriculum that we're going to be going through. And then I also really need to finish getting my stuff together to be a substitute teacher. So I need to remind the teacher that I'm working with right now for being a substitute teacher to write a letter of recommendation, and then I need to get somebody else to write me a letter of recommendation. I'm thinking I might even ask the principal if he would just take the time to do that for me, because I do have a good reputation with the principal at that school. So I might ask him as well. I just know that, you know, all these teachers, they're so busy. It's getting close to the end of the year. And so I hate asking to put one more thing on their plate, but I really need to get that all set up for next school year. So anyway, so today went really good. The beginning of the school day, I spent talking with the teacher of record for next year, getting some materials, and just letting her know that, hey, just letting you know, it's not going to be mid-November, it's probably going to be more mid-October. So we could go back through and see where we're going to be at that point. Just kind of gathered more information about, you know, if she wanted me to write lesson plans for her every single day and submit them to her, so, or if I can just, you know, get a great lesson book and handwrite, you know, my outline for the day, and she said that's fine. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I'll have to do actual lesson plans for like when I'm coming in to getting observed and stuff like that, and like I'll definitely have all of that prepared and stuff like that. So all of that. Then I did fluency tests, and then it was my reading group. It was a good reading group today, but I have a student in my reading group that's like picking on another student like in front of me. Like, I'm seeing it happen, and I keep telling them to be nice to each other because they're just kind of bickering together. One of them is definitely instigating it. And so finally I had to go to the teacher after reading group and letting her know, I'm like, I need you to speak with the student. Like, I'm asking them to stop and they're not. Like, I need you to speak to the student. Telling her what's going on. She said she was going to do that. And then it was recess. I administered a couple spelling tests, and then some other students were finishing up some math tests during recess. And then after recess, they came in and they went to go do their SRI test in the computer lab, which there's not much I can do. Actually, there's nothing you can do there. You can't read it to the students or anything. You can just like be there and observe them taking this test. And so I told the teacher, like, I'm gonna go observe the teacher of record for my next year class, and then kind of have a conference with her while her students were out at recess, which is why I got out late, because we were just talking about different, like I said, different expectations and just different things. She was just giving me pointers and stuff like this. You guys, this is gonna be great. I am beyond excited for this journey next year. And when I told her about substitute teaching and how I can sub for her if she's going to be out during those 8 weeks, she's like, that's awesome. So it's a built-in sub in your classroom. So as soon as I get all of that put together for subbing, it'll be great. So it was an amazing day. My goodness gracious. It was a great day, and I loved it. And I love everything about being in the school. And I told her how I really want to teach at that school, and I'm hoping that some jobs open up when I am looking for jobs in that school, especially in the upper grade level. And if they do and I apply, like, I really think I have a really good chance, just because I'm getting to know a lot of the people there. And yeah, I really feel like if there's a job opening when I'm looking for jobs there, I have a really, really good chance in getting a job at that school as a teacher, and then just staying. It would be awesome if I could just stay there, because we're not planning on moving out of this like area ever. So it'll be really nice. So I'm just really excited. I'm just really excited. So I am about to go, I'm almost home, so I'm gonna go home, make sure my kids have had lunch. Hopefully it's not a disaster in my room, in that front room. And then I might read a book for a little bit. We'll see. Yeah. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for watching, you guys. One more day this week and then we'll be done. I might even start editing the video tonight when I get in, so we'll see. But like I said, thank you guys so much for watching and being here during this journey, and I can't wait for the next chapter of preparing for student teaching over the summer. And I think I might do like a series during the summer of like prepping for student teaching, like what I'm doing to like prep for like lessons and stuff like that, like what can I do to prepare, kind of a thing. So, and like it's just the whole journey. So I'm really excited, but I'm home now. Let's wait for this light back up. So like I said, again, thank you guys for watching. Really quick, if you guys do like this video, if you like these, just give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. Let's really make this community grow so that we can all kind of learn together. And if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I did get a certain person asking me questions about my WGU review video, which was totally fine. I do not mind doing that. Ask questions, let me share with you what I know so that we can learn from each other, because that's another thing that I want this community to be, is where we learn from each other and we just grow together and everything like that. But I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. It's going to be a day, I can tell already. Woke up, it's raining outside. I'm just an emotional wreck. I had a really awful day at work last night. I thought I was charging my Apple Watch all night, and I guess the charger wasn't plugged in, so my watch is dead. So that doesn't even work. So I'll have to charge it when I get home. It's just been, it's gonna be a day. But I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm gonna be working with the students that I absolutely love. And I hope it kind of takes away a little bit of the pain right now. A little more tidbit about me. I suffer from depression a lot, and anxiety and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. And this morning I just woke up and like, it's this awful feeling where you don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to do anything, and you just want to cry about everything. Because it's really hard. But I am happy to be here at a school that I love, and with a teacher that I love to work with, and with students that I love to work with. And I'm hoping that it kind of brings me out just a little bit, because I don't like feeling like this. It's awful, and it has nothing to do with the students. It has everything to do with work. It's gonna be a hard day for me. But I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna use my beautiful lemon umbrella, because it is like raining, which means I am pretty sure it's going to end up being indoor recess. I'm just hoping that, which looks like some of it's like turning into slush. I was really hoping, yeah, that it wouldn't do that, but it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and go back in, and I will check in with you guys after I am done, and I'll see you later. Bye. Alright, so I've decided to just drive home and talk today, because it's the end of the week, and I want to kind of wrap it up. So hopefully this week's vlog isn't too long. It was a good day. It started snowing, so we had indoor recess today, but it was a good day. The teacher asked me if there's anything else that I would like to get out of me going in, and I'm perfectly content with what I'm doing right now. Mostly because I'm not, the principal doesn't want me to do like whole class instruction. And so if there's anything else I would have wanted to do, would have been to do like whole class instruction. But then again, they're so close to taking their end of the year tests that I don't want to disrupt any of that. And then also the only whole group instruction that I could have even done would be reading group. Not reading group, their reading, which I'm okay with right now. Yeah, I'm okay. So, reading group, we finished Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing. I have never read that book, and so the ending was a little interesting to me. And then it was indoor recess, and then they've been working on like a writing assignment all day pretty much. So it was just a really chill, laid back. It was nice to just, I'm feeling a little bit better than what I was this morning. It was nice to kind of get out of my head a little bit. And that's another reason why like I really can't wait to start teaching, because it really is, it's a job, and I understand it's a job, and I understand that every day is not going to be perfect. Like, I am fully aware there is no bubble that anyone has to burst. There's not. But it is truly a job of service, and putting yourself out there and just serving somebody. And when you serve people, I truly believe you forget about yourself more more often than not, you forget about yourself because you're focusing on the needs of others. And it's nice to get out of the train of thought of, you know, what's going wrong in my life and everything like that, and really it's nice to get into the train of thought of how can I help somebody else, how can I help the student succeed. So, and I've been reading a book the last few days, like this past week, called Today I Made a Difference. I think I've mentioned it before this week. It's about it's like a chicken soup for the soul kind of book, but for teachers. And like I said, it's called Today I Made a Difference. I will go ahead and show it to you, and if I remember, which I probably won't, I will try to link it for you on Amazon. I'm loving the book. I'm one of those sappy people though. Like, a lot of the stories make me like feel like I'm going to cry, and I get really emotional. I have cried for a few of them, and I'm really loving it. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's making me more and more excited. So, but it's the end of the week, so I'm not going back tomorrow, which makes me sad. But I'll get to go like help other kids, just watch kids while their parents are working out. I might end up having to quit that job though, just because I don't know what I'm doing. I keep saying that I might have to quit that job, but then I'm not knowing for sure what I'm doing and what I want to do with it, like, because I want to start using my gym membership, but I just feel like I don't have time right now. But then maybe in the summertime, like in the mornings, I can go to the gym and have my kids be watched at the kids club there. I don't know. This is completely off topic, and I'm fully aware of that. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life. Like, I literally yesterday, like, I didn't want to get too much into it. I literally almost shut down my computer, emailed the supervisor and be like, I'm done, I quit. And it wasn't even necessarily like the customers, but it was more what I'm being asked to do with the company that I don't agree with. And maybe somebody didn't explain it very well to me, but I almost feel like my integrity is placed on the line, and I'm not okay with that. Like, I'm not. And so, like, I cried to my husband saying that I'm so ready to just quit. But if I quit, then I'm going to need him to pick up like a nighttime job, which I feel horrible about. And I don't want him to have to do that. And so I'm waiting until our schedules change. I'm waiting until things kind of like fall into place. And then we're gonna kind of go from there. I'm doing the best I can. But it sucks when you dread, like, it gives you anxiety to have to work every day. And like I said, do things that you feel are putting your integrity on the line. But I am almost home. I'll reiterate, it was a good week at school today, or just this week in general. It was really good. If you like these vlogs, if you want to see more, please give them a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I'm really trying to build this community, and I really want this to kind of just be a journey and see where everything takes us. So subscribe, like it if you like it, share it if you want. It's all kind of all up to you. I feel like I don't want to pressure anyone, especially today when I feel very like not myself. But I will talk to you guys next week. Oh, I'm going to show you the book really quick. I'm almost home. Just wait till I get to. Maybe my mood today was also influenced by the fact that it started off raining today, and then it like started snowing, which this bugs me too. Like, the place where we live, they like got all like on us for not like pulling the grass out of the rocks in our backyard. But we've had weather like this, where it's been like raining and now snowing and stuff like that. Like, are you really wanting me to weed? Might go out in the backyard and weed right now when it's like wet and muddy and gross. Like, I hate doing it. But I am home, so let me quickly show you the book as soon as I get in there. Okay, so this is the book. I probably won't end up honestly linking it below because I don't remember to do things like this, but this is the book that I've been reading. Today Made a Difference. This is who it's like by and everything, so that you can see that. I am truly loving this book. Like I said, I got this just a few days ago. I'm almost halfway through the book. It's just little stories. They're all each about like maybe 4 or 5 pages. Not very long. And they're inspirational stories and about teachers who made a difference that day in somebody's life, or made a difference or maybe their student made a difference or an impact on their life. And so it's just a really nice book for when I'm feeling a little down. Even though I'm not like teaching right now, but I think this would be a nice book to kind of go back to when you're having those rough days and in school and trying to remember why you wanted to become a teacher. You're not going to have necessarily this kind of impact on every single student in your entire teaching career, but you do have this impact on kids and students, no matter the age that you teach, and you really can make a difference. You really can be that teacher that years to come, like you see on Facebook, do you remember the name of your so-and-so teacher? And they could remember you, and then they can remember all the things that you did for them, and they'll either remember the good or the bad. So make sure the good outweighs the bad that you do in your class, because you're going to make mistakes. I know that I'm going to make mistakes, and I know that we're going to have rough days, and I know that we're going to have good days when I'm a teacher, and I'm really hoping that my good outweighs my bad. And I have a really positive outlook on everything, and just try to get and have my students want to be the best that they can be. So I'm going to leave you guys with that, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.